It's so thick.
It's so thick.
They say this is a 7. I would rate it as an 8. Hey, fabulous crocheters. We are coming to you today with this massive Hobby Lobby clearance haul. It's a haul and a half. This yarn haul is going to blow your minds because it absolutely blew ours.
Yes, and it is going to be the foundation for the biggest market of the year for us in September.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, join us as we unveil the yarns and the projects that we are planning for them.
We have a lot of crocheting to do over the summer.
So last week I wandered into Hobby Lobby because I needed to buy some things for my kid's birthday party. So, of course, no trip to any craft store is complete without a visit to the yarn section. And I noticed that there were all sorts of yarns with the reduced price sticker on it, which was really exciting. And I noticed these first, and I have been admiring the twisted yarn for a while. And ironically, I had just bought some from Hirschner's last week. Literally just placed the order the night before, but got 9 skeins of this. I couldn't say no because it was only $2.74.
Right, that's 75% off.
It was.
These skeins normally run for $10.99.
Yep, and you could get them for 30% off. You know, Hobby Lobby does every other week 30% off their yarn. But this $2.75, you know, you can't say no.
You can't even talk about it. You're so excited.
Right.
She immediately called me and it's like, Mom, you might want to come over to Hobby Lobby. There are yarns on clearance. And I'm like, oh, I don't need any more yarn. I just ordered from Hirschner's myself to get that Premier Basic Chenille with the free shipping. And so I thought, well, I'm pretty set. But then she brought a bag of yarn over this week and I saw how large the skeins were and how beautiful the colors were. And I'm like, are there more? And she's like, well, there were when she was there. And I'm like, we need to go get more because we have the largest market coming up in September that we've ever crocheted for. And we're going into it without any stock. So we have a lot of crocheting and oh my gosh, the amount of profit we're going to get off of the plushies with this price on the yarn is going to be
amazing.
A huge difference.
Yeah, it was really going to help our bottom line. And be able to know if we want to continue.
Doing markets. Because our lives are, both of them, very, very busy, and to have enough time to crochet up enough inventory is really the problem.
Right.
Not necessarily that we don't enjoy the markets, because we always have a really good time.
We love doing that.
Love visiting with people, and I mean, they're just fun. So let's show everyone this Yarn Bee Cozy Traditions. We have a lot of colorways. We have this fairway green, and just as an example, you can mix and match some of the other same weight. This is a weight 6 yarn, and you can blend it with the Bernat Blanket yarns or this Premier Basic Chenille. And I know when I'm making plushies, I'm looking for yarns that have this same weight.
Yep.
So that you don't end up with
size doesn't change.
Right. You don't need this little skinny yarn with this big fat yarn. So these are perfect to go together. And personally, I love using these colorways on the body part, not necessarily the face part, but sometimes they're really cute on the patches for faces too.
Yeah.
So this one's the green fairway, and let's go ahead and pull from over there because we have a few other colors. This one is honey-eyed wheat. This would go great with any mustard or brown or tan or cream.
Yeah, it's another really pretty fall colors.
Yes.
I really want to make a cow with, like, I don't know if I want to have the body for this or with like a cream, but it's like it would make a really pretty golden cow.
Yes, definitely for fall. I totally agree. And then this Premier yarn, this is mustard. So those will look really nice together. Also on the table we have this Coastal Winds, which is a blue and gray colorway, and I know you're liking that for doing kittens.
Oh, there's a different gray though with the kittens.
Oh, you like a different gray?
Yeah.
And here's Fog. I thought these two would look really good together. Also, from Premier Basic Chenille Brights. This colorway is Alpine Vista. This one's almost just like a solid.
Yeah, it's very creamy, neutrals mixed together.
But I love the texture on it.
Yeah.
It just looks different than the plain
Yeah, it's really pretty.
yarns.
This is the one I started making a cat out of. I've been making Raven and Jade's kitten pattern.
Skipping Stones. Yeah, she's been doing a great job making up kittens. We're going to have that in a future video. We have more than the 3 little kittens who lost their mittens
Yeah,
now.
we have a bunch of kitties that are in progress.
I love the kittens. You're doing a great job on those. And I've been making a lot of turtles.
Yeah.
So I want to use some of this on some of the turtle bodies too.
I think this would make some
Searching for sea glass. Yes. Yes, I've been making a lot of the Bohemian turtles, but I also plan to make some smaller ones too.
Yeah.
What color is that?
This one is Sepia Memories.
Sepia Memories. I love this color too. It's the browns and the
Blues.
yeah. It's like the
With a
teal.
cream core. Yeah.
Really,
It's really
pretty. This is great for fall too. In fact, some of these would make amazing Mabel chickens too.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
I plan to making 1 or 2 Mabel chickens out of every one of these because I think they're cool.
Cajun Spice.
Cajun Spice. Again, this would make a great fox body.
Yes. Because it's got that orangey red
Right.
with cream. And
I think there are a couple other knotted loveys that would look really good with this on the body also.
yeah.
Okay, and then we have one more.
That was the same Skipping Stones.
Okay, so that is all of our Cozy Tradition Yarn Bee colors. And we have
Like
tons.
Probably 40 skeins.
Yeah, so we're really excited. It's gonna help us so much get ready for the market. Now we have more things here on the table. And this was the other thing I can't wait to crochet with. This is Cozy with a Twist. Yay in May color. And these remind me of that other really thick twisted yarn that we untwisted.
Oh, yeah. The Juicy Couture XL.
Yeah. This feels soft like that. And it almost seems like you could unravel them, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But this one says it is a size. What size
It
is
doesn't
this?
say here. Oh, there it is. 6.
Yeah, size 6. And it on one hand seems fluffier than the Premier Basic Chenille Brights,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna crochet up bigger.
I don't think it will either.
because it's so
It's like
soft.
Yeah, it's the soft and lofted from its core
little
kind
core
of yarn.
Yeah. So I think I would use the same crochet hooks. Usually I use like a 6 or a 6.5 or a 7
Yeah.
with these weights
That's where I
of
would
yarn.
start too. I would probably start on the smaller end and work my way up.
Right.
I'm
I
curious
like
to
the
see how it
6.5.
crochets.
I have a hard time sourcing those 7mm crochet hooks that are popular for the Mama Made Minis, and so I usually use a 6.5 millimeter because you can buy it at any craft store.
Right.
And then this is the same Cozy with a Twist.
Apricot in the moment.
It's so pretty. This one's so pastel-y and soft.
really soft.
Very muted colors.
And it was crazy because these skeins were only $1.74.
$1.74.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't see these yarns the very first day that I went, and I was shocked to find them the second day.
Yeah, well, maybe they didn't have them marked down and
Maybe.
you didn't see the orange
It's
sticker.
possible. It's possible.
$1.74 and they're regularly $6.99.
Yeah, so crazy. And they have
Partly cloudy.
66 yards on the skein.
And that's an amazing deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you can say no to building your supply because that's what we usually do. We don't usually just go buy one yarn
Yeah.
or 2 yarns. We just stock up when it's on sale.
Summer Strawberry. This one's my favorite. I
It's
love how bright and cheery it
So
is.
cotton candy like. There was a sport weight yarn that was a pompadour style back in the old days when my mother-in-law was crocheting, and it looked bright like this when it was crocheted up, but on
Yeah.
the skein it looked like nothing fabulous, but crocheted, it was so pretty, and this colorway reminds me of that. And then the last one,
Posh Pink.
Posh Pink. Oh, I love this one too.
It's really pretty. They're all really pretty.
They're so pretty. I'm
could
like
make a...
so excited to crochet because I was dreading all of the plushies we have to make over the summer. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to enjoy being outdoors. But, you know, these are smaller skeins. These you can take on the go.
Right. Much more easily than those giant ones.
Yeah, I've really struggled. I don't know how many of you crochet plushies, but how do you take your projects on the go? And for me, I've just decided I'm crocheting plushies that have body parts.
Yeah.
So that's why I started making a lot more turtles, because I could make a circle and turn it into a flipper and take one skein of yarn.
Right.
It's more portable.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to batch, in my opinion, when you're on the go, because then you don't have to take your stuffing necessarily. Depends on what you're making, but the stuffing takes up so much room, and then the yarn takes up so much room. You've got one bag, and you have half of the things you need, and it's like heaping full.
I know, I agree. It's so hard. All right, well, we have two other kinds of yarn that are Yarn Bee yarns, Chunky and Cozy.
And this yarn is so thick. This is 56 yards to this skein. It's got to be a 7. I don't know what they have it marked. They have it marked as a 6, but this
is not a 6.
This is a jumbo XL yarn for sure. This would be a 7 in my opinion.
I absolutely agree, because it's not only fluffy. There's a thicker core.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to crochet up thicker than the Premier Basic Chenille or the Cozy Traditions even.
Yeah, I would definitely say this is on par with a Sweet Snuggles or a Chenille Home or a Parfait Chunky XL.
Yeah. I would feel comfortable starting with a size...
A 9mm. That's where I would start.
I was going to say 8, because I usually go a little smaller.
Yeah.
But I would start with an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, it's really thick.
So this color is Cognac, which is a brown.
Teddy bear brown.
And then we have Stone Steel, which is a gray, steel gray. What color is that?
Amethyst calf? Amethyst calf?
Calf.
I don't know.
What's a calf?
I don't know.
Amethyst calf. Leave us a comment if you know what a calf. I don't know what a calf is. That's weird.
It's like slang for some kind of stone term or something.
Or
I don't know.
It reminds me of like a wine term or something.
Yeah, except
it's a stone. You're right, a gem. Blue stone.
It's really pretty.
I like that too. You know, there's nothing more Americana than blue during the summertime.
Yeah.
For sure. Fresh pine. Ooh, I'm getting vibes of fall already.
Yep.
And we have one more color. Ivory. Yes. And this is so soft and fluffy.
It is so soft and fluffy.
So we brought a video to you on turning the Mama Made Minis little Yeti into a monster, and it was the most luxurious plush toy. You have to check out that video. But I can see using any of these colors as the shirt or the body part of Mama Made Mini plushie to give it that very luxurious feel.
Definitely.
Very soft and snuggly and cuddly. And then we have one more kind of yarn. Okay, you say it.
Magnifisoft.
Like magnificent?
Yeah, Magnifisoft.
Magnifisoft. Right. And we have two colorways. I have Dusty Terracotta.
And Sea Glass.
This is like a Sherpa yarn because I don't know.
It's so thick. They
They
say this is a 7 at least, but I would rate it as an 8. Is there such a thing as an 8?
I don't know.
It's so thick.
This is the kind of thickness that you only can feel. And so you have to have maybe a little bit of experience before crocheting with plush yarn so that you know how to feel where the stitches are.
It does have a thin core, like a core.
Yeah.
It's really thin, but it'll be really fun to see how it crochets up. And I was excited to find this because she's been talking about making the slugs.
The snuggly slugs. And our one of our favorite YouTubers, Yarn and Whimsy, she did a whole thing on that pattern. And ever since I've seen that pattern, I have it in my mind. I'm making 4 slugs for Christmas, 5. I have 5 grandkids. 1 snuggly slug for each one of my grandkids, because I just think that they're such a cute pattern, and that pattern's actually free.
Yeah.
On YouTube. She does have a paid for pattern also if you just want to get the PDF, and we can link to it. But if you're on a budget, and I think everyone should be crocheting this summer for all their Christmas presents this fall, because all age groups love these things.
Yeah.
You could save so much money on Christmas this year by making all these amazing gifts yourself.
And go find some clearance yarn.
Exactly right. So how much was this yarn?
$2.24.
It's originally $8.99, and how many yards of?
30. So not a lot of yardage. But
right.
These XXL yarns are just so expensive usually.
Yeah, and you do not need a lot of this yarn to crochet up quick, because what size crochet hook would you use? A 10?
I would start at 10 probably. I mean, maybe I would change my mind once I've started, but I feel like they call for a 19 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah. I was not even sure that was what they were saying, but yes, 19 millimeters.
Yeah. I would probably start with a 10 and then see if I think it's thick enough.
Yeah, that's what I would do too.
I don't think I would go bigger than that. Than a 10. Well, is an M a 10? What size is 10?
That's like it's like a Q maybe? P? I don't know for sure.
Okay, I don't know.
But it's really cool.
These colors are beautiful.
Yep.
The softness, and honestly, I've never crocheted with a Hobby Lobby plush yarn yet.
I have a couple times, but it was not these kinds of yarn.
So I'm going to be making the Snuggle Slugs for Christmas for 5 of I have 5 grandkids. I plan on using these guys to make Mabel chickens.
Yep.
And some knotted loveys. I want to put this in the body. I'm going to use some of these for turtles. What kind of projects are you thinking you want to use these for?
I'm making kitties, the soft plushy kitties from Raven and Jade. I think that I need to find
That's kind of like her river bunny too, right?
Yep.
Because we've made the river bunnies, and we actually made a video, but it's never gone out on YouTube yet.
We haven't gotten it to video form yet.
And I think we might update it because it's been so long ago, and we've made a lot more things since then.
Yeah, I really like her soft-bodied ones better than the stuffed-bodied ones.
The bitty ones.
Yeah, so I've been making those. And I really would like to make some bunnies with it too. And I hope she makes a dog pattern, because I think that some of these would make really cute dog plushies.
Yeah, I agree.
I might have to go buy the Mama Made Minis dog lovey, because they don't have it in their book, but I think they have a dog, like a individual pattern. Yep.
Okay.
And what else? I started making kitties. I got dogs. I want to make dogs. And like with this yarn, I really want to make some teddy bears in some different colorways. And beyond that, I have to think of some more patterns, but I really want to make more Mama Made Minis. Yeah,
we plan to make another video on cows.
Yep.
Because the market that we're going to, and we may as well plug it, because if anyone in our audience is anywhere in southern Wisconsin, this event,
or the Midwest really, because it's a big event.
It's called Cheese Days, and hundreds of thousands of people come to the Cheese Days weekend. It's every other year, and it's hundreds of thousands of people. Literally, if you know someone in the area, you can park without walking a mile to get there. It is crazy how busy it is.
We typically avoid that area, because it is so busy. You're going to get sucked into traffic, and it's crazy. But it's really fun. And if you like cheese curds or cheese, obviously it's Cheese Days. So.
Yep. And the market, they have a couple of different markets, but the market we are going to be at is a handmade vendor.
Maker market.
Maker market. And we are a second crochet booth, so we cannot do any apparel or other types of products. We can just only do toys.
Yeah, plushies.
Plushies.
Yep, amigurumi plushies.
Right. So that's how we got in, and that's what we can make.
Yep.
And we're super excited about all these yarns and crocheting with them. So you'll be seeing some of this stuff over the summer.
Yeah.
And be sure to check out some of our other videos that we'll have on the sidebar. Thanks for joining us.